Khamzat Chimaev is putting in serious work right now. He's training hard alongside Aaron Pico as they both get ready for UFC 319. Khamzat is going to challenge Dricus du Plessis for the middleweight title, a massive moment in his career. And Aaron Pico, he's preparing for something just as big, his UFC debut, where he'll face off against Lone Murphy. Ben Askren opened up in an emotional way about what he's been through lately. After spending 2 whole months in the hospital and going through a double lung transplant, Ben says one thing loud and clear: he's just thankful to be alive. He's been through hell and back, but his heart is still full of gratitude. That kind of strength. It's inspiring.
What's up, guys? You seem to be enjoying my videos, and I'm stuck in this damn bed. So I was gonna make another video. Came up when I was listening to something last night, and it's a concept I fully agree with, and I think it's important that you guys make this recognition. It applies to my situation. It applies to our situation, and it's grateful for the opportunity. Okay, and so like my wife keeps asking me, "Man, are you sad because you have all these restrictions on your life? Are you depressed about it?" And it's like, well, my other option was I die. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to live and be here still, right? And in wrestling, I talked to my wrestlers about this also, is that, a lot of them get scared around big competition and the negative things are gonna happen. But it's like, well, you guys earned this. You should be grateful for the opportunity. And, another way to look at this is obstacle versus opportunity, or obligation versus opportunity. And so it's like, oh man, I gotta go practice today. Or, yes, I get to go to practice today and get better. This is my opportunity. And I think that's just a really important way to frame things and contextualize things, because when you are grateful for the opportunity, you're gonna look forward to stuff, you're gonna be pumped up to do it. And when you treat things as an obligation, right, then it's the opposite. It's like, oh man, I gotta do this or I gotta do that. So don't forget, I'm always grateful for the opportunity, right? Whether it's the second life that I get to live now, whether it's competing, whether it's helping certain kids, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Hopefully you guys can be too.
Arman Tsarukyan had something to say to Ilia Topuria today. If you missed it earlier this week, Ilia said he'd rather vacate the lightweight title than defend it against Arman. That didn't sit right with Arman. On X, he posted, "Someone tell Ilia he's not McGregor. He's making all the champs look bad. Real champions fight the #1 contender. But this guy, he thinks he's the BMF? How do you say that in Spanish?" Yeah, Arman's not holding back. Meanwhile, big news from UFC Perth. Dominic Reyes is set to headline against Carlos Ulberg on September 27th. Reyes admitted he originally wanted to fight Khalil Roundtree, but this matchup will be just as exciting.
Do you feel like you're possibly, I feel like you're possibly one fight away from fighting for that belt. I think you gotta shoot for the highest ranked guy.
I mean, I would love to fight Khalil. I want to fight Khalil. Right. That's the fight I want.
Okay, but what you don't think? You don't
pound
think
for pound, man.
Yeah, you don't think that fight's doable? I mean, you're ranked number 8. Khalil Roundtree, let's be honest, got the shot while he was ranked number 7, I believe.
Yeah, and his best win was Anthony Smith. Let's put that on there too.
I mean, he just beat Jamal Hill, who's former champion.
Previous to that, though.
Right.
That's how he got the title off knocking out Anthony Smith.
There's not enough trash talk. There's not enough.
You're saying nice guys finish last.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I understand what you're saying.
Did you see what I'm saying?
I understand. But I did get there by doing my way the first time, right? And then I am knocking dudes out. I've never been knocked out before. Dustin Jacoby was never knocked out before. That was the first of my knockouts. And then now Krylov was never even dropped before, ever, until I knocked him out cold. So I don't know. Some people said I made it look too easy.
Kyle?
Caio Borralho had some honest thoughts about Reinier de Ridder's razor-thin split decision win over Robert Whittaker. Caio said the fight was super close, and honestly, he thinks RDR did enough to win, but he also made it clear this win doesn't shoot him straight into title contention. He's not next in line, Caio said. There are other guys ahead. Anthony Hernandez, me, Brendan Allen, Nassourdine Imavov. He beat Bo Nickel and now Whittaker, but come on. That wasn't the Whittaker we know. He didn't look like himself. He looked lost, pressured, like he wasn't even there. Caio added, "You didn't beat the real Whittaker. You beat a version we've never seen before. That's not enough to claim a shot at the belt. Maybe in 2 more fights, but not yet. Don't get me wrong, the guy's talented. He finishes fights, he's slick on the ground, but he hasn't gone through the true elite of the top 10. Then, Renato Moicano and Gilbert Burns chimed in with their own thoughts. They talked about Shara Bullett's recent unanimous decision win over Marc-Andre Barriault. Moicano said at first he actually thought Shara lost that fight.
I was doing the live stream at the day on the card, and when I was watching the fight live.
On what channel? On what channel?
Renato Mani Moicano channel, my bro. Huge shootout. Okay, but
go out there and what?
What?
Subscribe,
like all that shit, bro, you know. But I was watching live and I thought that Barriault had won the fight.
You thought?
I thought.
No.
I thought. Because
He only
for me,
landed
he won the
30.
first and the second.
He did good on the second round. Third round, if he pushed a little bit more, I think he got hurt with the body shots. He slowed down a lot. If he was pushing a little bit more, yes, but I think it was clear.
So do you think it was an easy win to?
Not easy, 29, not easy. If you break your nose, if you go to the hospital
Brother, he beat
after
up
the
on
fight,
the first round like
bro,
easy.
if you go to the hospital after a fight, it's not an easy fight, my guy.
No, I'm telling
Surgery
you,
on
easy
your
to
nose.
score. Easy
Surgery.
to score.
That guy's gonna remember.
Do you think it was
I
easy
think
to
it was
score?
an easy 29-28
score,
for sure.
Easy to score.
But all I was getting at was
I don't know my
that Marc-Andre inflicted a lot of damage on the minus 600 favorite
Yes,
here.
Those are the fights that you lose, but you get so much respect out of that
100%,
lose,
yeah,
So I was happy for that for Mark. Got his 50.
Eric Nixick also weighed in on Reinier de Ridder versus Robert Whittaker. He admitted he thought Whittaker won the fight, but Eric's not calling it a robbery. He respects the decision, just sees it differently.
The guy's goofy, and he started to just make his adjustments and make it more and more difficult. And then Whittaker's output started to slow down, and he got himself into the fight. You know, it was 2-2 going into 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it was a robbery. I personally had Rob winning that fight, but you know, you can't really make that argument. What I will say, when you go back as a coach and you look at those situations, I feel like Rob lost the fight. I feel like Rob kind of got off the gas pedal and allowed de Ridder to get back into the fight, and the momentum kind of shifted. In round 5, again, razor close. And it looked like Rob was landing more of the significant strikes. The optics was de Ridder walking him down and getting into more of the exchanges, right? So I don't know what warrants that in the judges' eyes. I tend to agree with more of like when I see Mike Bell's scorecard, I'm usually on the same page as Mike Bell, and he had Rob win that fight.
Arman Tsarukyan made a guest appearance on the Overdogs podcast and opened up about something personal, his family's journey to success. He shared how they became wealthy. It's a rare peek into a side of fighters we don't usually get to see.
It's not enough. Billions is enough.
I heard that your family and that your family's money comes a bit from construction, or did you guys just build entire cities?
No, my father just in construction, and he does like nothing like people think like he's a billionaire.
Okay, he just invests well.
Yeah, he's just a smart, hard worker. Maybe if I was a billionaire, maybe I wouldn't fight.
Did he grapple or anything? Did he wrestle?
No, he grew up in the village, and he had the dream always to wrestle or to have a kids, and they could go to the different sport. And
some tough news from Max Holloway. He says we probably won't see him back in the octagon this year. Max is still dealing with a painful injury in his right hand. It still hurts, he said. If you're hoping to see me fight again this year, it's probably not going to happen. I'm seeing a specialist soon, but right now things aren't looking great for a comeback in 2025. It's heartbreaking. Max is a warrior, but sometimes even the toughest need time to heal. Then there's Daniel Cormier. He shared something kind of shocking. He ended up in the hospital after eating some chicken he cooked himself. Yep, you heard that right. DC landed in the ER over his own cooking. Scary stuff.
I ended up in the hospital the other day, Chad.
Oh,
I was in the 2 hours, so I think it was this new marinade I made with my kids' chicken. Bro, I had an allergic reaction. Benadryl didn't work, so I started scratching. I had hives all the way up my body from my legs to my neck. My nose and everything started swelling. I had to go to the hospital to get done. It was bad, Chael. I've got like scratches all over my body from just...
And finally, Jon Jones has shut down all the hype around a possible fight with Fedor Emelianenko. He's not interested. He made that clear.
You know that card in White House? Yeah? Are you participating? Are you doing something?
I'd like to be. I'm working towards it.
Listen to this. If that's not happening, I've got an alternative for you. Red Square. Would you like it to happen in the Red Square?
I'm contractually obligated to the UFC for a very
Okay. Now, listen. If we agree with Dana White, listen, we will bring you to the Red Square as an alternative to the White House card, honestly. Dana, I'll speak to you, my friend. And we get someone like Fedor Emelianenko, 2 boxers. 2 old.
No one wants to see Fedor and I fight. I don't want to fight Fedor. I absolutely love Fedor. He's been one of my big idols for a very long time.
Are you the kind of guy, if you love the guy, you don't want to fight?
Yeah, it was the same thing with Anderson Silva, you know. These guys inspired me in my youth. That'll never change.
This man is a very, very nice guy. True legend, true fighter, and very good human being. Brother, thank you.
And that's it for today's updates. So much happening in the world of MMA. Injuries, rivalries, dreams, and recoveries. Thanks for watching.